Hi, I'm Tim Roble, and welcome to another edition of Adventure Athlete. Here I have my Overland rig that in its current form, that some of you may have watched my video from the box van. And no, I don't have Parkinson's disease or any of the shakes. What happened with that video is I was using a Note 3 that the image stabilization, it's just been dropped too many times. I'm rough on stuff, I'm outside all the time. So here's going to be a quick run through of the outside of my 2015 GMC Canyon four-wheel drive. It has the V6 in it. And probably the first mod you're going to really kind of notice is the tire and wheel package. The tires I started off with on the first go around. I did the BDS 5.5 lift with the Fox 2.0 smoothbore shocks in the rear. And I ran a 285 65 17 tire, which is about like a 32. And I just didn't like the look. And I saw a vehicle at SEMA that had the 35 12.5s on it. And I said, man, I could do that. I'm a metal fabricator. Let's knock that out. So 35 12.5s mounted. Took away some of my mileage and definitely some of my power and the economy of this rig. So that leads me to the next thing. I did my research. I got a couple quotes on ARBs and 456 gear package for this. Unfortunately for me, my vehicle is one of 500 that was kind of an early built, one of the first Canyons that came out. And it had slightly different axles in it than what's common out there right now. So that led to IWC Motorsports in San Bernardino. Justin over there, great guy. Go down and see him. He did something that's a little bit out of the box, out of the normal. And you look down here and you can see that I have a Curry. It's a Dana 60 ring gear and basically a Dana 44 housing. 35 splines, axles, ARBs, and like the rear rotors and calipers, everything are based on basically a JK. I still have my park and brake. I have no more traction control or StabiliTrak, and still working that out on the computer. But I use the Hypertech 2.0 on the tuner, and I got it a good tune on it. With gear ratios, everything's back to nice standard readings. My mileage on it going down the freeway, we're looking at about, now I'm only going 55, and I did that for a short section. I'm still breaking in gears. I got about 400 miles on the gears. Got another 500 or another 100 to go before I'm done. But yeah, the truck is it's great right now in its current form. I have the for the outside tour right now we're gonna do. I have the ARB awning, which is like the 8.5 foot. Comes out another 8 foot, and I'll do another video of the inside the bed and with the tent and the annex and everything all set up. But I wanted to talk about the truck in its current form and how I'm using it right now. Now, this replaced my beloved box van, and why I did that was because of the fuel mileage. No matter what I did, the best I could get out of that 460 was about 10 miles a gallon, and that was killing me. Right now, in our current form, I can do about 25 miles a gallon at 55 with this current setup. You can kind of see in there I have a Snowmaster 66 liter refrigerator freezer. That runs off of a 75 amp hour Optima with 200 watts of solar going to that. I have a few changes that when I'm all done with this current setup, I'll kind of reveal where I'm going with this rig. I have the, they're not matte tracks, but they're a knockoff that I got off of Amazon. They're $99, and I think they're great. I got them mounted on here. Little bit about my custom camper shell, we'll call it. It's built out of 2-inch 120 wall DOM tubing. It has the Tepui Big Sky Antuna tent on top, and it's fitted down so that becomes almost like a waterproof, water resistant inside for this, so it can keep your gear dry kind of going down the road. I got a couple drawer boxes and everything, but once again, I'll do a in-depth video on what's going on down there. Coming around the truck to the front end. For the rear, with these 35-12.5s, I did not have to do any modifications. You can see we're close there, but clearance is clearance, and so far it hasn't hit. Came in on this gnarly trail here. I had to use four-wheel drive this time around, and sometimes you don't, sometimes you do. I've gotten in here before with the Boxman, but there's one hill that you kind of have to bomb to make it up. So today I just crept in four-wheel drive. ARB rear, it's got the standard locker in the front that came factory with this, and 456 gears. Fenders here, you can see that I've cut and rolled and repainted, hammered and dollied that. I did do a blackout on everything, the grill, the mirrors, and everything but the window trim that I missed. I'll get back to that. And coming around the front, blacked out the grill. Nothing super special about it. I used the Rust-Oleum Professional in the flat black, which is kind of a semi. Really nice paint. The other side here's cut. I both cut the front of the fender and rounded it, and the rear hammered and dollied. And then down here, you can kind of see here that the body mount has been modified. I've cut that out. I made some plates for that. If you're interested in some of those, let me know. I have it programmed on the CNC Plasma, and it's all set up to go. Outside on this side, I have the Rotopacks with the lockable fasteners. I carry 6 gallons of extra fuel. I put in 92 octane because I use that for my motorcycle. And that's pretty much it. I did some LED lighting. That's kind of cool. Set that up, push that on at night. It's not super bright. It's kind of like a mood lighting, and it helps you find your truck when you walk away from it and come back. On the roof, I'm utilizing the GM, and they're a Thule rack, aerodynamic, and I have the Rhenology 100-watt panels. Have 2 of those on the roof. Goes back to their charge controller and to a 75 amp hour Optima Blue top. And I have another panel, and then I have a Rhenology 200 amp hour battery ready to go for this rig, but this is not going to stay in this configuration, and we'll talk a little bit about that in the last video I'm going to do when everything is set up. So that's going to be it for now. If you have any questions, comments, hit me up in the description below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. If you like this type of thing, thumbs up and subscribe. That'd be great. Thank you for watching. I so appreciate every view and every comment. I'm Tim Roble, and I'll catch you here next time.